Wanted to share a little something that I had going on here. It's been a little while since I've been on, doing anything. Well, no, I've been tracking all my stuff through Telegram, and I'll put all my stuff in my trading journal. Both of the links are actually in the description. But I actually have not been on YouTube for quite some time. I don't know. I don't know how actually factual that is. I'm not tracking that. But one of the things that came across, talking with somebody yesterday through Discord, talking about their trading, and they come up and they're talking about how it's not working for them. It's not working at all. They are I think they have a 15% win rate, and they're just losing money. And my question to them is, okay, well, where's your trading journal? Can we look over that? And they're like, I haven't been tracking my trades. I don't think tracking my trades will work. As a vast majority of successful traders, whether it's swing traders, day traders, scalpers, attest to the fact that they became successful by journaling their trades and being able to reflect to see what is working and what's not. That way they can make the minor tweaks as they need to. Now, at some point in time, yes, traders, really good traders, professional traders, those who have been doing it for quite some time, they don't need a journal anymore. I look at Nick Sean from Mission FX. He doesn't journal his trades anymore. Granted, he calls everything in Telegram and Discord, so I mean there is a tracking mechanism for him to be able to go back and reflect over stuff. But he's been doing it for so long now that he can tell how well he is doing. I've actually sort of gotten to a little part of that. If you've ever heard of Tori Trades, she does trend lines, specific solely trend lines. That's it. It's a little bit of support and resistance, but it's mostly trend lines. Like, that is the bread and butter right there. I've started trading a little bit of that on the side. It's like, let me test this out. I don't need to journal that. I have come to a point where I understand myself enough, as well as how the market moves and how I should respond, so that well enough that I can use basically the account balance as my mechanism to see whether or not it's working or not. And my account balance is slowly trickling up, so it's working. My wins are much higher than my losses, and so that's basically the successful formula for a profitable trader: is your wins are higher than your losses. Simple as that. That, or you have more wins than you have more losses. One or the other. But either way, that's one of the ways to make it happen. And so that's one of the things that I do for that. So I don't have to track that. But journaling is a really, really important thing, because it allows you to be able to reflect back and look over your trades to see if you were sticking to the concept that you had previously tested, or if you're changing things on the fly. And so basically this was his stance. He was like, I've been losing for the past 3 days. I've been losing, and I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board and start all over. And that is the vicious cycle that beginning traders get into. Is you get onto a system, you test it for a little while, you hit a 5-trade losing streak, as this guy did. He's like, I hit a 5-trade losing streak. This is not working for me. And it's like, you're gonna switch to a new strategy until you hit a losing streak again and do the exact same thing. Why? Because you haven't put enough time, energy, and effort to figure out a 5-trade losing streak actually isn't that much of a big deal. Looking over my journal since 2022, I think, is the earliest entry I have in that journal. I've had 3 or 4 5-trade losing streaks. I've had many more 4 in a row trade losing streaks than 3. So it's like, I can look over my journal and go, yeah, that's not outside the norm. I tell him that, and he's like, it's just not working. You don't know. You don't know because you don't have the data to back it up. You can't go by what a feeling is or what you're feeling. You have to let the data help drive your feelings. And here's my point. For the last month and a half, I haven't really been on YouTube. If there's been that has come up, it's been pre-planned and everything like that. Haven't really done much. I have not felt like I've been successful in my trades for the ones that I'm tracking, not the Tory Trades one, for the trend lines. I haven't felt like I've been successful. I've made trades, I've won some, I've lost some, and I feel like I've lost more than I've won. Well, guess what? The trading journal says otherwise. The trading journal of tracking how much I've actually made per trade versus what I've lost, I'm up $150. Okay. I can't argue with that. Like, it doesn't matter what I feel. Reality is I'm doing better than what I feel. So I need to align my feelings up with what reality is. I don't need to go and try to tweak something when it is working. It's just not how I feel about it. I don't know why. Maybe there was a particular trade in the back of my mind that took a whole lot longer and ended up failing on me, and that has been like the culmination of what the last month and a half has been like. I have no idea. This is where we got to get away from the feelings and look at the actual numbers, what actually works. And so if you're not journaling, you are shooting yourself in the foot. You have this, I'm sorry to say it, you have this mentality of you want to find the easiest, quickest way to make money, and this is not that. This takes work. It takes effort. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Even if you were to get lucky and make a lot of money right up front, that more than likely is not sustainable. Sure, you might know one or two people who have done it before, but a vast majority, that's not the case. So put in the hard work and let's get this. Come on, it's not that hard.